Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel, the home of heartfelt stories, hidden meanings, and emotional updates about Sheikh Hamdan and his family. If you're new here, make sure to hit the subscribe button and click on the bell icon, because every week we bring you the latest insights, emotional poetry, and real-life updates from the Dubai royal family, especially about Sheikh Hamdan, the crown prince known not only for his leadership, but also for his poetic soul. Now, let's get into today's story. In my last video, I shared a touching story, how Sheikh Hamdan and his beloved girlfriend Shama went on a short yet meaningful trip to Uzbekistan. That trip wasn't just a vacation. It was a spiritual moment, a quiet escape from the noise of Dubai, where both of them found time to reconnect with nature and with each other. There, under the peaceful sky of Uzbekistan, something special happened. They watched the moon together, not just as two lovers, but as two souls trying to heal from silent pain. Shama, who is usually composed, quiet, and very private, finally opened her heart that night. She spoke about her sadness, the kind she had been hiding behind her calm smile. Sometimes she pretends like nothing happened. She hides her emotions even when her heart feels heavy. But that night, under the moonlight, she let her guard down, and Sheikh Hamdan listened. That's the moment that changed everything between them, because Hamdan finally understood her feelings. He realized that even the strongest woman can break inside, and sometimes all she needs is understanding, not questions. After that trip, Sheikh Hamdan returned to Dubai, but something inside him had shifted. He looked calmer, softer, more reflective, as if his soul had been washed by the moonlight of Uzbekistan. And just a few days after coming back, on October 11th, 2025, he posted a poem on his official Instagram. It wasn't just any poem. It was about Shama. This was his way of expressing what words could not directly say. It's no secret that Sheikh Hamdan is known for using poetry to communicate his heart. Whenever he feels love, pain, or disappointment, he doesn't speak it out loud. He writes it. So when he posted this poem, the world knew this was something special. Before we move into the translation and explanation, let's take a moment to watch the original poem video that Sheikh Hamdan shared on his Instagram on that day. Keep your eyes on it and listen closely to his voice, the rhythm, the calmness, and the emotions behind every word. Because right after that, I'll share with you the English translation and my full explanation of each line.
والقمر يغريني يغني على اللحن القديم ويجذب البراق عيني كل ما شفتها يلوح والقساوة للرجولة والنعومة للحريم ويا أكثر ناس تجي في عيني وناس تروح.
Poem translation. The moon inspires me to sing to the old melody. And the gleaming attracts my eye whenever I see it waves to me. And the toughness belongs to men, and softness belongs to women. Oh, how many people appear in my sight and others leave. Poem explanation. The moon inspires me to sing to the old melody. In this first verse, Sheikh Hamdan compares the moon to Shama. In Arabic poetry, the moon often symbolizes a woman, her beauty, her glow, and her emotional power over a man's heart. When Hamdan says, "The moon inspires me to sing to the old melody," he's talking about reviving their old love. It's a reminder of how love once was, pure, romantic, innocent. There had been a small misunderstanding between them in the past, something that caused distance. But after their recent trip, those misunderstandings were finally resolved. Now, he feels the same inspiration again, to sing, to write, and to love like before. When he says old melody, it's symbolic of nostalgia, the rhythm of their past love story. It's almost as if he's saying, "You reminded me of how deeply I once loved you, and I want to love you that way again." It's tender, emotional, and deeply poetic. And the gleaming attracts my eye whenever I see it waves to me. Here, the gleaming represents Shama's smile. It's not just about physical beauty. It's about the emotional comfort her smile gives him. When Hamdan says it, attracts his eye, it's his way of saying that no matter what's happening around him, her smile captures his entire attention. And when he says, "Whenever I see it waves to me," he's describing how her smile invites him closer. Her smile is like an unspoken message telling him, "I forgive you. I still love you. Come closer." That's why this line feels so powerful. It's about love that silently calls, even when words are absent. And the toughness belongs to men, and softness belongs to women. This verse is deeply personal. It's a gentle message from Hamdan to Shama. He says this because during their argument or misunderstanding, Shama chose to hide her emotions. She acted tough, as if she didn't care, even though deep down she was hurting. Hamdan understood that now. By saying, "Toughness belongs to men and softness belongs to women," he's not undermining her strength. Instead, he's encouraging her to be emotionally open. He's telling her, "You don't need to pretend with me. You can be soft, you can be honest, you can be yourself." It's his way of saying, "Let me handle the toughness. You just be the warmth that you are." That is one of the most touching lines of this poem, a line that defines their emotional balance. Oh, how many people appear in my sight and others leave. This final line is nostalgic and melancholic. Here, Hamdan reflects on the past, on love that came and love that faded. He has seen many people come and go from his life. He once loved Hadia, but that love ended painfully. Even though he remarried her, it was for family, status, and duty, not for love. He also had Sheikh Thani in his life, but again, that relationship didn't bring him peace. In the end, among everyone who came and went, the only one who truly remained in his heart is Shamma. When he says, "Oh, how many appear in my sight and others leave," he's expressing gratitude and sadness at the same time. He acknowledges the impermanence of relationships, how faces come and go, but the soul connection with one person remains eternal. It's almost as if he's saying, "Many people passed through my life, but only one still lives in my heart." It shows how two people can go through misunderstandings and still return stronger when they listen, forgive, and understand each other. What's also special about this poem is that Sheikh Hamdan shared it publicly on Instagram. And that brings us to the end of today's video. This was the poem that Sheikh Hamdan shared on October 11th, 2025, written straight from his heart for Shamma. I hope you enjoyed exploring every verse, every emotion, and every hidden meaning behind his words. Because each poem he shares is not just about him, it's also a mirror for us. A reminder that love, in its purest form, is always worth fighting for. If you liked this video, make sure to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss any new updates about Sheikh Hamdan and his poetic world. Also, don't forget to like and share this video with other fans who love poetry, emotion, and true stories of love and forgiveness. Thank you so much for watching.